Oh, look at these two. They're either really shy or they're having an affair.
He is actually my brother.
Wait, so you're doing your brother?
No, he isn't actually my brother. That's disgusting.
So you're still doing your brother and you're actually cheating on him?
You know what? This guy is actually the CEO of Cheetos and I've been sleeping with him.
So you're cheating on your brother?
I'm a lesbian. The internet is such an unhinged place, and every day it becomes even more unhinged, and by the internet I mean TikTok. And this is coming from a guy who's already so unhinged. Like, all of my intros that you've seen on my videos are basically me preparing you for what's about to come. I'm buttering you up for the unhingedy. Is that a word? Unhingedy? Basically, I'm lubing you up. And to prove my point, I want to show you a TikToker and what they decided to name their baby.
My husband literally named our daughter after a OF creator. Now, mind you, I am just finding out about Sophie Rain.
You gotta be gullible as hell to not know who Sophie Rain was. Not that I knew that either. What is Sophie Rain again? Can someone in the comment section tell me what Sophie Rain is? Like, is that a new crumble cookie flavor? Yeah, that's probably it.
Now, when I was pregnant and he brought up the name Sophie Rain,
This woman truly does not know the name because she's saying Soapy, not even Sophie, Soapy. So you know this is like a genuine story?
I thought it was super cute. Sophie Rain. Sophie Rain, okay? I never once thought about looking the name Sophie Rain up. To see
Soapy.
who- you know, I just never thought. I just thought maybe it's somebody in his family or he just liked the name. Well, I was just scrolling TikTok and Sophie Rain pops up. And this young girl doing this really cutesy dance.
Oh.
So I do some more digging. I go on my husband's phone.
Wait.
He is subbing to these very inappropriate pictures, okay?
Dude, I mean, this is the furthest that you can go naming your daughter after an OF creator? This is crazy. I mean, why am I acting so surprised? Because it all makes sense. No one would name their daughter after an OF model if they weren't obsessed with them. And for some reason, I just never thought that, oh, this dude is like sub to her and 24/7, like he watches her or something. I mean, obviously, because he's naming. Ew, that's so weird though. Like, yes, I get you being obsessed, but why your daughter? Ew, like every second it's just getting worse and worse the more I think about it. First it was the naming, then like him being obsessed with her, and then his daughter. Oh my god, it's getting worse. I can't handle this.
Like, so inappropriate, you know what I mean? But inappropriate because he's 53 years old.
Girl, what?
He's 53 years
That's not the
old.
problem. Who cares?
How old is Sophie Rain?
It's Sophie, by the way, not Sophie.
1920? What do I do? I'm gonna go to the courthouse and change my daughter's name now. This is weird. I don't even want to call her Sophie.
First of all, definitely go change the name as soon as possible. Then hand your husband the divorce papers, like, hey, here's the divorce papers. And then probably like spit on his face just for the funsies, you know? I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this. The problem is not her being 19 or 20 and him being 53. I mean, yes, that's a huge red flag. The problem is that he is naming your daughter after an OF creator. That's the main problem. Like, let's ignore that issue for a second. Like, oh, she's 19, he's 53. Yes, I get it, okay? But the obsession in the daughter, that's the problem. Hopefully we don't get copyrighted for this. Leave your husband. Leave your husband. Leave your husband. Leave your husband. Why is it always Sophie Rain? What does that even mean? Who else named their daughter after Sophie Rain? Because I don't know her either. I don't know what that is. What? Bro is gooning to Sophie Rain while having a wife? That's a good point. Dude, you are married. Why do you need to watch or do whatever when you have a wife? Like, you know, just like go to her. Actually, don't go to her because you're a creep. If that didn't prove my point, which I feel like it did. How about a mom who is encouraging her daughter to get pregnant? What? That's not weird? Oh, really?
My 14-year-old is officially pregnant and having a child.
Yay!
Before you guys come to me, she has been in a relationship since she was 12 with the same guy. He is also 14, okay?
Oh, okay, that makes it so much better. Like, I'm not gonna come for you, you know? Like, oh, my daughter's pregnant and she's 14, but before you come to me, her boyfriend was also 14. Good, I guess. Good thing that he's not over 18, so there is a good side to this. Damn, I wish I was this delusional and this positive in my life. When life throws me like challenges, I'd be like, oh, at least I didn't die.
I don't want to hear any of the weird stuff, okay?
Yeah, don't,
So,
yeah.
at first I was a little taken back when she said that her and her boyfriend were trying for a baby because she's 14. And I was
Yeah.
like, girl, like, you can't handle a baby at that age. But she knows I really love puppies and I really love kids. We talked about it and we sat down. She said she thinks she's ready and that she's mature and she's a lot more mature than the kids in her class.
What did she just say? I like puppies, so now I'm gonna let my daughter have a child? Oh. Yeah, that makes sense actually, because I also wanted a cat, and I'm like, if I had a child, I would have my 14-year-old child have a baby because I wanted a cat, you know what I mean? And is anyone hearing the child in the background? And I'm guessing this is probably like a 14-year-old daughter. Like, is anyone listening to this?
We talked about it and we sat down. She said she thinks she's ready and that she is mature.
Girl, your daughter is in the background yelling like she can't even take care of herself. What makes you that? Because she said I'm mature. Mommy, I'm 14 now. I'm mature. I want kids. You're right, sweetie. Go ahead.
I brought up the concern like, hey, you're in school. How are you supposed to go to school? And she said, well, Mom, you love kids. You can watch my baby during the day. And I sat around thinking and I got lonely one night and I realized low-key.
Loki. Loki.
I told her if it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't. But like, I'll help you.
You'll help her? What do you mean? Like, you're gonna help her try for a baby? Like, what does that mean? I hope she meant like, oh, I'm gonna help you if you have a baby, not I'm gonna help you have a baby.
And within 2-3 weeks after telling her that, we
She
just
got
got the
pregnant?
positive test today. And I'm about to take her to the doctor so that we can confirm it. But I'm excited. I'm about to be a grandma, you guys.
We're excited. My 14-year-old daughter's having a child. I'm gonna become a grandma. Bitch, you wanted another child that badly? Have your own child. You wanted a puppy? Get a puppy. Just because you wanted something doesn't mean you should have your daughter do it. I support teen moms, not teen pregnancy. Thank you, because what do you mean you wanted a puppy? You're like, oh, I always like puppies. This is like that very expensive phone that you get, the 17 Plus Pro Delusional Max 1 terabyte delusional capacity. That's what she got right now. So I have two news when it comes to this story. The okay news and the terrible news. Which one do you want to hear first? Both at the same time so you can pass out immediately? Oh, I got you. This did actually happen and it's a real story, but the TikToker that we just watched was actually just reading it, so she wasn't the mom who was helping her daughter get pregnant. So technically there was like no okay news into that because it did happen. Well, I tried to be positive for once, you know? Now, I'm gonna show you an Instagram video and I'm not gonna spoil anything. I just want you to guess what is actually happening. I love playing this game with you guys because I show you some random shit and you're not sure if you're about to be traumatized or if you're about to watch something positive. You can guess which one this one is. The first thing I do on a cruise. Band-aids on your son's belly button? Whatever that is? What is that? Oh, an Apple AirTag on his watch? What else are you gonna give him? Some gloves, maybe? Some shoes? A fan? A fan. What is he doing? What was the point of the fan? Like, he's gonna be on a cruise, maybe jumping into pools and whatever, but he was making sure that this is actually a fan, and if your kid touches it, it stops. It doesn't hurt your child. Oh, thank you. No sunscreen? Maybe give him... What? What is that? Oh, the new sunscreen 9000. How about a jacket for him? You're gonna give him clippers? For... Oh. What is the sun? Your son doesn't need that. Okay. So what do you think was happening in this video? Let's take a look at our options real quick. It's option number D. recording a weird video with your son to sell your Amazon items. So this dad was using his son's belly button with band-aids to get people to comment so he could get more views. Literally, most of the comments are like, why is the band-aids on the belly button? And no one was figuring out the answer. The only thing that I could find was that it helps you with seasickness, which was actually false. It's not even a real thing. It's just a placebo that some people believe in. But this entire video is just him using all these useless items for his Amazon storefront. He's actually selling everything that he advertised but the band-aids. So then why were you showing us the belly button with the band-aids, you weirdo? I can't imagine using my son. Like, ew, dude, you're nasty. I mean, it wasn't just one video. He has multiple videos of just him where he starts the video with the band-aids on the belly button trick, because I guess that gets people to comment. So the entire TikTok account is literally just using your son to sell your Amazon storefront. First thing I do for child safety on vacation. What's with the sad music? More band-aids? What is that? If lost, please call. What? It's a child, it's not a pet. What the fuck is this? You know what? Why bother giving him these band-aids, these tags? Actually, give him like a sales tag and put him up for sale for like 20 bucks or something. But why bother giving these temporary band-aids and tags and whatever when you can just install a microchip inside his brain so you can kind of like control him like you're playing a video game, you know, or you don't know where he is? Boom, activate that chip real quick and it tells you the exact location. And all of these are supposed to be like safety stuff for your kids, by the way. And someone said, all this safety, yet you post videos of your kid. A bit ironic. The irony of that, you are posting these life hacks to keep your child safe and whatnot, but 99% of your videos is just you doing these weird videos with your son, his belly button on most of the videos though. Ew. But you know what though, at least they're getting that bag. So link in bio. We're gonna take a trip down memory lane. Where's my lever? Pull the lever, Kronk. Wrong lever! And remember when we talked about van life schooling? And then a year later, it evolved into unschooling. And then this year, after we just had unschooling last year, do you know what we get this year? Like the evolvement? We get Disney World homeschool. Anything but schooling.
We homeschool at Disney World. This is a learn and play day where we took our learning activities. We did our unit study.
Learning activities, and it's just her daughter drawing.
Numbers and letters in line while we waited for Mirabelle so we
In
could
line?
give her our handwriting assignment. We practiced our dancing with her and of course Spanish. I think she really liked the cards we made for her, so we got to go see her family. That was really fun. We went to take some special pictures and we tried to pull out the sword in the stone.
Well, it looks like she's definitely learning. Like she's learning how to pull a sword 101. That's actually going to be really important, especially when you get later in life. Like when you become an adult and you go to apply for a job and you see on your application, like, can you pull a sword? If you have that on your resume, you immediately get a job.
The sword in the stone while we got pixie dusted. We did the
Oh,
teacups.
pixie.
And rewrote
Ooh.
Tomorrowland Speedway twice in a row. Be sure to get that purple flag.
So far, I'm just seeing so much learning, like the potential that you could learn from go-karts, you know, and the pixie dust. Yeah, job applications nowadays, if you have not been through go-karting and pixie dusting, like, have you even existed? You know, you're not gonna get shit. Not even McDonald's won't be hiring your ass if you don't have pixie dust and go-karting before.
I got jostled around a good bit, if you know, you know. Disney World is our happy place where we get to learn, grow, and explore.
What exactly is she learning here? Oh, okay, those are just instructions. I thought she put her learning stuff on the windshield where there's no windshield there, but on the top there. And she's like, yeah, we're actually learning. She put that thing on over there. She never looked at it, so she's just like go-karting right now and having fun. They're learning.
Everywhere we go, my kids basically could be your tour guides.
Learning.
Don't forget to get that refillable popcorn bucket. Follow to see more how we learn here and for more tips and tricks. But if you want to just stress less and focus on the memory, I could take the planning completely off your hands.
Was she trying to sell me a course at the end there? So welcome to 2025, the Disney World homeschooling. So with what I could find, I'm going to show you another video right now, but a lot of the studying is happening when they're waiting in lines. She makes it clear that she actually says a bunch of times that they wait in line while they study. So The studying is waiting in line. Like you're waiting at Taco Bell, like to eat something, you know, to place your order, and you're studying at the same time. I used to do that all the time. My favorite subject, waiting in line. Just imagine how crowded that place is and the noises and everything. And you're telling me your child who gets distracted by an atom that they can't see, they're gonna be focused on the studying while they're waiting in line. Absolutely.
Not the only place where we learn, and we do it in a lot of different ways. Today, we just brought some of our core curriculum, things that we do every day. We
They're
do this while
literally just waiting in line.
lines to see.
As she says that, they are learning so much, right? You can tell that they're not focused on the Easter bunnies here at all. They're actually studying. They can't show that on camera, but they're studying right now. Believe it or not, they're waiting in line for the Easter bunny, but they're also studying.
Some of our favorite characters, like this was Mr. and Mrs. Easter Bunny. A lot of the times we use what Disney's already provided in its theming.
I'm sorry for my next sentence, but bitch, what the fuck is the Easter bunny gonna teach your daughters? This is a Disney homeschool? Hey, Easter bunny here. Usually during Easter, we shit out eggs. Thank you. This was today's class. And they're even dressed for Disney World because they're at Disney World. They're just having fun.
I will weave it into our core curriculum in order to make it fun and educational, ensuring that they are having a good time while learning which studies.
What are they learning, girly? What are they learning? Also, I'm glad to see that there's more popcorn here because as she said, make sure to refill that popcorn. It reminds me of that woman that we talked about last year. She was unschooling her kids. She took her kids to a grocery store and she told her kids that always buy what's cheaper.
Prices on them right here.
Uh-huh. Yeah?
You typically want to make sure that you pick the lowest price,
No.
low price, and it looks like it's a good apple. Like
And she's like, yeah, this is actually class. Just having fun and spending time with your kids is not schooling them. I always dreamed that I could go to Disney World all the time, but she couldn't do it. So now that she's a mom, how could she do that? Like, how could she make that happen? So what she did, now I have a new dream of being a Disney homeschool mom. So basically, since you won't have time to pick them up, get your kids out of the school and call it Disney homeschooling. I've never made a video about Disney adults before, and I feel like I should because some of y'all are like crazy obsessed. I get it, have fun, you love Disney, but isn't this like a cult at this point that you're kind of like forcing your kids into this Disney cult? Everything is Disney. When they say they speak a few languages, all they speak is English and Disney. They don't speak any other languages because they never had the opportunity to go out of Disney. So that like they eat, they breathe Disney, and you also name them Disney. What's your last name? Disney. What about your middle name? World. Favorite sport? Disney walking. Disney rides, Disney swimming, and Disney breathing. Literally adding Disney in front of everything that they're doing.
Have you ever gotten to experience?
Wow,
this
they're
much
definitely
love?
learning here. Like,
So many people love Disney.
this is actually history class, by the way, as you can tell. The subject for today was, when did Mickey Mouse have his last pretzel? Class? One of these Disney homeschool moms literally admits that the only reason why they're doing this is so they could have fun, like the mom to have fun. So I noticed some of you homeschool with the goal of academic excellence. I homeschool so we can go to theme parks or beach 3 days a week. I don't even teach my kiddo. He has trained professionals on the computer to do that. You know what? At least she's honest. Girl, unless that child is majoring in princess economics or she's learning how to divide a $12 churro in 5 pieces so the whole family doesn't cry, then be so for real. And if they're doing this so often, like going to Disney, because that shit is expensive. Most of them do get passes because they go at least 3 times a week to Disney and they spend a bunch of money. So Lazy, where are they getting the money to fund this entire thing? Well, what if I told you, and I'm not even joking right now, what if I told you that you're actually paying for this?
Florida families can purchase up to 55-inch TVs, the Nintendo Wii, and in-home internet with taxpayer-funded Universal School Choice vouchers. Tickets to Disney, Universal, and SeaWorld can also be reimbursed.
So if you live in Florida and you basically homeschool your kids or Disney homeschool them, like you decide to go to Disney, you can get school vouchers, you know, because even if you're going to Disney, you can, it's like a tax write-off. Literally like a tax write-off. So for the Floridians out there that watch this video and you just learned that some of your taxes are going to the to these moms that are using that money to go to Disney, have fun. But homeschooling though, they're actually teaching their kids Yeah, you gotta know when Mickey Mouse had their last pretzel. That's important. That's called history, people. Maybe Connecticut is not a bad state after all. Anyways, I think I've proved my point here and I'm gonna leave. But before I leave though, have you seen the Stormy sticker? It's so adorable and it's actually for free if you buy any merch. Literally could be the hat, the shirt, or the new hoodie that just dropped. Look at this. Oh my god. Isn't this amazing? My whole family just woke up and they're so scared. They don't know what just happened. How did I even hit that? Please buy the hoodie.